I haven't done a recording in a long time. Hopefully you're doing good. I'm doing well. This recording here is going to be something a bit more different. Time has passed and I've gotten to see this world through a couple more different lenses. Currently, I just quit a job. Walked right out the door. Mind you, I have nothing lined up. I have other responsibilities that I do need to take care of, but this job was something that I realized would not fit within the goals of my life as a person. If I were to have stayed, it would have changed me as a person. Not only that, affect me to the career choice that I want to go through. I don't want to be somebody who loses one's own way through corporate America. The job that I was at, it was definitely a job where you need to be hungry. You need to be ready to do whatever it needs to take in order to rise up and make good money. There's nothing wrong with that. If I did not have my responsibilities, if I was living a different lifestyle, then yeah, I would have continued on, no problem. This could have been something that I could have done feasibly without any worries or concerns or constraints. But because I do have other responsibilities, because it will clash within the other life that I am trying to create for myself, it will not work. I want to be somebody who is able to teach and guide others to live a much better life. A life where they are not suffering from themselves or from those around them. To learn how to build an inner strength within ourselves so that way we could live a life where we do not have to feel so small or hidden from this world. And I want to teach it through kindness, understanding, patience. Not through some screen that plays a certain tune but has no real meaning behind it. Don't get me wrong, I think I could be good at a corporate American job with that greed, with that determination. But I would have to lose a part of myself in that process. And that is not something that I want. I've already died a couple of times and I don't need to die anymore. I don't need to lose any more of who I am. This life is difficult and it has many trials to teach us as people. And it is up to us to decide how we want to go about these challenges. Right now, I feel like it's much more better for me to be stuck swimming in a vast ocean with no idea where to go than to try to go on land where I have to fight for my life. Uncertainty of the profit, knowing that it could be great, but not 100% sure. And possibly lose who I am in the process of that. Don't get me wrong, I do need a job, I do need finances coming in order to pay for things that I need. But we need to know how to do that. Some people don't have this luxury of being able to actually decide. So I am thankful that I do get this choice, that I do have this opportunity. And I don't take it for granted. I won't let it be something that I dismiss. Don't get me wrong, there was a point in my life where I did also walk away from another job because I wasn't too sure. But back then I had a lack of experience in life and working that even though I was going to make the decision, I was still very much a coward. Now I wouldn't say that much would be the case. everything in our lives comes down to choices, decisions that we make. How we decide to go about it will determine more of the outcomes as time progresses. I could have walked out of the building before I heard any of the leaders give their speeches or explanations into how they are and why they are the way they are. But I decided to stay and listen. One, to rack up some time so at least I get a couple more dollars out of my paycheck before I walked away. And two, so that way I could learn and see a different side of this world that I have not actually had physical contact or experience with. I think I would have much rather be a behavioral therapist again than continue on with that kind of job. Don't get me wrong, the experience is much more different. It can be much more open in certain aspects, but at least within the field of behavioral therapy, there's a lot of empathy and patience and understanding and just try to do the best for somebody else in this instance. I can live with that. I can understand it and I can work through it. It's a much kinder, much softer profession, but one that takes a lot of grit to work through because of how taxing it can be mentally. But it's not something that makes you lose yourself in the process of it all, because you get to enjoy those moments, because you know you're doing something better for the individual that you're helping, to teach them. I still want to be able to keep that kindness and patience and understanding and empathy within me as a person. And so it is a choice that I have to make. And I will continue to try to find other means in order to find a job, but I will do this through a means of not losing myself in the process. Like I said, I've already died a couple times, and this time I don't want to. I don't want to lose the person who I became, who I am now. I got to learn a lot through this world and experience a lot of tribulation within a lot of different types of relationships, friendships, or romantic. Changes in family dynamics and changes in myself as a person. And I got to now appreciate all of it. I get to appreciate who I am now. I get to love who I am now because I truly worked through all of it. I won't lose myself or allow myself to die so easily again. I won't be fragile. But I won't be steel. What is it that you decide to do to keep moving yourself forward with the choices that you have? They are your choices. They are yours to understand. They are yours to see. Don't forget that. Learn to live a life that you can be proud for, that you can be proud of, that you can appreciate, and not lose sight of who you are in that process. There's still a lot of things that we have to learn as people. Even when we gain new experiences, even if we've experienced a lot, there's still more for us to learn and see. We are never truly the best, but we can become better. Better for ourselves, better for others. But we need to have a kind of humility in doing so. So that way that isn't lost. We can continue to appreciate and understand and grow. Life is never simple. Not even easy. But it doesn't mean we give up. So keep fighting. Keep doing what you can and make the choices that can be hard. If it means doing better for yourself. There needs to be a kind of selfishness in these things. But you can also be selfless in the process. Anyways, I just wanted to impart these few words of wisdom to whoever listens, so that you know to have more faith within yourself. You don't need to lose yourself in order to get to where you need to get. Appreciation is all that we need for ourselves, for where we come from and how far we've gone. Even if it's just a few steps. As long as we're moving forward, that's what counts. I do wish you the best, whoever may be listening. Whatever time of day it may be, wherever you are from, I wish you the best. And I hope you can guide others to also do better. For this world needs more kindness and understanding, and a quiet strength to do what needs to be done. Learning to love and accept and appreciate. I will leave this here, and I hope we talk again soon. Thank you.